This page submitted by Jennifer for the township of Elzevir is very close to being what would be the best situation I could work with. We're all familiar with making sure that the correct spelling and punctuation and so on occurs under the surname and given names. One thing to watch for under given names is that for some reason I reverted back to putting qualifiers on people's names after the given name. Things like junior and senior, JR, capital JR, and capital SR would go after the name. Things like Mrs., Miss, Reverend, Doctor, and that sort of thing. The occupation column is quite straightforward. Here, Jennifer has set up concession and lot columns, which is good. A residence column here, and the last word in each of the lines for many of the sets of data from the different areas is the post office that people would go to. You can add the page. A note about pages very quickly. Jennifer here has page 230, which is correct. The actual PDF would probably be 234. The reason for the discrepancy is that when they completed the original directory, they inserted some last minute pages for about 2/3 to 3/4 of the pages we have. The discrepancy is 4. The PDF will be 4 higher than the actual page number. For the last 2 or 3 areas in the set we have, that just jumped to 6 with the addition of new advertising pages in addition to the original 4. If you set your sheet up to be as clean as this, that is an excellent start. If you should find yourself working on an area that has page numbers, things that start with capital E or capital W or capital N or capital S standing for the 4 directions or the 4 cardinal points of the compass, that is a street address, and it usually refers to the side of the street that the person lives on. In this case, the one change I will make here, probably one of the first things I will do, will be to extract the F or the H from this column, because this really is part of this. F stands for freeholder, H for householder, and it's the way that you hold land. So it will be included here in the concession and lot information. A few other changes I have worked on. I'll probably expand the expression for a concession to a full word. And in here, I'll add the word township where we're dealing with a township. And in this case, in this column, the post office column, I will actually add the terms post office. If any of you are interested in seeing me actually do this with a sample, I could create a video for that. Just let me know. It would help to leave the periods in place, as some of my macros key off of periods in each of several of the columns. I'm going to show you a brief clip now from the village of Frankfurt, which is, at least from what I've done, by far the most complex set of data that I've dealt with yet. This shot shows the beginning of the Frankfurt data. In this case, the surnames have been capitalized throughout. The given names have been analyzed and corrected where necessary, using such things as senior, junior, and so on. Occupations cleaned up here. The residence column now contains 3 items of information. It contains the H expanded to householder and the F expanded to freeholder. It includes the concession information and the lot information, all crammed together, if you will, in the residence column. With Frankfurt, they also got into playing in a few cases with street locations, although none of them show on this clip. For municipality, this came from Sydney Township. We've added the township. And for the post office, we've added the term post office after that. All of these changes are quite easily done using the macros that I've developed. Here we are back to Jennifer's page for Elzevir. I'll just illustrate the operation of one of the macros that we have, the one that will convert the surname column to capitals. These macros are automated sequences of operations, and they've already been developed and recorded within the program. I click on the word macro after having selected the developer tab at the top. I click macros, and my macros appear. The one I want to use is surname capitalization. So I choose that one and I click run. Now, as you can see, all of the surnames in that column have been capitalized. If you have any individual questions, by all means, email me and we can work out a solution for you.